My name is Eric Hanson. I grew up on a farm between Roland and Story City, right on the county line between Hamilton and Story counties. In 4th grade, I joined the Howard Rockets 4-H club in Story County and had a blast. Every year from 4th grade on, I was in hogs. But beyond that, I started to get involved in dog obedience, in rabbits, in woodworking, in photography and citizenship. Explored a whole lot of different things, but a lot of it was centered around life on the farm. I had some great experiences just at the county fair with me, my siblings, my cousins. It was definitely a family event, and at one point, I think we were all in hogs. The hog barn was like Hanson, right down the row. Hog and swine was probably the one that I was most involved with. At the same time, the one I was probably most personally connected with was dog obedience. Our club leader every Tuesday would pull up in her blue station wagon. Our dog would see that blue station wagon coming down the road and would actually stop the vehicle on the gravel road, run out there. She would let the dog in the vehicle and then she'd pull up, pick me up, and we would spend the whole evening together. And it was a really fun time for me and obviously the dog too. It was just a great experience of not only learning things, but learning how to learn and learning how to get better, how to take records, but also just the county fair and the leaders who really invested in us over time. All of those were great 4-H memories. Through my years in 4-H, that experience started to pay off. When I started to think, maybe I want to go into broadcasting, I had some experience. I was involved in high school speech contests. I had that 4-H background, which already laid the groundwork. And then because of the success there, I was also chosen my senior year to give essentially a national 4-H presentation to Barbara Bush, the sitting First Lady. The First Lady rolled up with her pearls, her red dress, and it was essentially sharing a presentation, but personally what I got out of it was the ability that here on this national stage, I didn't get nervous. And I was able to clearly communicate how to do this to a person who was really important. I had a great experience, and it was because of that 4-H educational communications experiences that I had growing up. I got a job right out of college at a television station being a reporter in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. After a year in Eau Claire, I moved to Waterloo at KWWL, where I was reporter and anchor for 2.5 years, and then I've been here at KCCI in Des Moines for the last 19, almost 20 years. One of the blessings of my job is not only do I get to do what I want to do, I also get to do it in my backyard, where I grew up. So many of our viewers grew up in 4-H as well. And it really connects people to one another. It's a shared experience that we've had here in Iowa. Over my 20 years, I've had cool things too that happen. I've been able to fly in weightlessness at NASA. I've been able to travel to South Africa and walk with lions. I've been able to go to England and Haiti. I've had the opportunity to go all over and tell fun stories, but also some really heartwarming stories, and those are the ones I love telling the most. Welcome back, everyone. It's now 8:25 as we start your Wednesday morning. In my job, it's such a matter of learning by doing. What's awesome about 4-H is the ability to pick a project and to go after it for several months. You'll learn how to embrace the successes, learn how to deal with the critiques, learn how to get better over the years. And those are all important things in life that you carry with them, not only when you're in 4-H and the years after, but down the road. Until then, have an awesome Wednesday. Since I was involved in 4-H, there's been a much bigger and more concerted effort toward the metro areas, toward schools, toward young people who don't have a farming background, and that's great because there are so many things involved that you can learn. You don't have to live on a farm to have great things come from a 4-H career. Leaders in my 4-H club, they invested so much time in me and everyone else. Their investment in me and everyone else in our club has paid off. I was also benefited over the years by the investment that people made in dollars. And if those people back then hadn't made the investments of time and dollars, I wouldn't have been the recipient of all the benefits that I got from my time in 4-H. I had no idea that this is what I was going to be back then, but because I had those educational presentation experiences, those communication skills came easier when it was time to implement them, and it directly led to what I'm doing today.